Hey guys and gals, Homestead Prepper, and the name of this video is Countermeasures for Gun Confiscation Part 2, Paper Targets, Don't Shoot Back. And I just want to give a little warning to the people who didn't like the first video about countermeasures for gun confiscation. You BillyBadAsses out there, you really are not going to like this video. So, I just wanted to warn you. I got a bunch of negative feedback, a lot of negative commenting on that video, and I think a lot of people missed the point of what I was trying to convey and get across, is that you should be prepared for the unexpected, and don't lull yourself into the belief that your guns can't be taken from you, because they can. And it may not be a government agency or an invading army. I mean, it could be a thief could come in your house, and if he opens up your safe and you got some guns lying around, then they're going to be gone. If you have them extremely well hidden or cached, then it's going to be a lot harder for him to take them and leave you high and dry. So that was, from a prepper standpoint, that was the point of the video. Now, the negativity came in from people who say that you're an idiot if you give up your guns. Well, I mean, I'll agree to that if it's voluntary. The scenario I gave was an ambush type scenario where you wake up in the middle of the night and you have an M4 carbine up underneath your neck, or an AK-74 or whatever, and you have guns at your family's head, and the BillyBadAsses out there, they say that you're supposed to fight, and if you don't fight, you're going to be killed anyway. So, and guys, if I'm in a no-win scenario or whatever, then I want to take as many of them out as I can. But in that ambush type scenario, where you have guns, underneath your neck, I guess the BillyBadAsses are going to pull out their cryogenically treated knife and just jab it right into the receiver of the weapons. If there's 10 guys standing around there, whatever, they're going to take them all out. And I asked some of those BillyBadAsses in the commenting to make a video and show me how they do it, and nobody took me up on it, which I kind of figured they wouldn't. But other people said, oh well, if you give up your guns, then you'll be taken away to a death camp, FEMA camp. And the way it goes, guys, is during Hurricane Katrina, nobody was taken away to a death camp that I recall and worked till they died. What they did is the local law enforcement and the military came in there and they roughed some people up and they took their guns. That's what happened. Now, those of you who think that when they come and take your guns that they're going to put you in a camp, that usually follows suit, a couple years after they've got all the guns. I mean, look at, Armenia. Like 100 years ago, they roughed people up, took their guns, and then after they were all gone, then they, started putting people in death camps and trying to work them to death. And the communists, that seems to be their modus operandi. That's the way they work. And once you've gotten rid of all the guns, then usually you could run unopposed. I mean, it would be just like a football team if you had the opposition and you were able to remove their arms and legs from them. More than likely, when you go to play that team, you're going to win. And that's what the gun confiscators, that's what they're shooting for, is to win communism, total control, totalitarianism. So I just wanted to bring up, a few of those points. I have a special guest star who's going to appear on the Homestead Prepper channel, and he is an expert at being a BillyBadAss. So let me get that set up for you. Okay, I got a little scenario here. Like I said, guys, this is just for the BillyBadAsses. Please don't be offended. And I've got some crude drawings, and I've got a house, and it's surrounded by troops. They can either be foreign or domestic, whatever your choice is. and they are coming to confiscate the guns in that house. Now, the BillyBadAsses are, going to fight all those off. So, like I said, I've got a special guest star. He's offered to. I'm going to ask him a few questions. Hey, Johnny, you want to come over here? I could over here. Johnny, can you state your name so these people know who we're talking to? Rambo, John J. Well, Johnny, man, I really appreciate you being on my channel here. And what I've got is I've got this scenario drawn out here. Do you think you can take all those people out? Well, yeah, of course I could. No problem. I mean, as long as I got a good director, a good budget, some CGI, I could take out the whole Chinese army by myself. Yeah. Okay, Johnny, how would you keep your guns from being confiscated in that house? Well, I really don't believe in guns, but I believe in knives and explosive tip arrows. So let me show you. Let me see how I do it. First thing I do is I get my knife here. I got this from Harbor Freight. Got it with a coupon. I think it was like $9. And what I would do is I would hide in the house, and I would wait for the people to come in, and then I'd take care of them. And these other people that don't come in the house, I told you I got arrows with the explosive tips, like you saw in that one movie. You BillyBadAsses watch my movies, And I would take all those out. Yeah. Well, Johnny, that's pretty good. But how would you take out that helicopter? Well, what I would do is I would wait for him to fly over. When he flies over, I'd throw my knife right up in the fuel tank. And when the fuel runs out, the helicopter crashes and I get my knife back. Okay, well, let me ask you this, Johnny. Do you think that the average person who watches your movies could pull off something like this? Well, yeah, of course. If you got a good director, good budget, and some CGI, you could take on the Chinese army by yourself, just like I can. Johnny, I was talking about in real life. Well, no, of course not in real life. There's no way you could take on the scenario like that, not by yourself. Okay, Johnny, I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, anytime, HSP, man, see you. Okay, guys, well, there you heard it from an expert that more than likely by yourself or with your wife or maybe a couple friends, you're not going to be able to fend off a force like that, especially when you're being ambushed and you're fighting on their terms. And I know I've said it, and I know a lot of people have said it, that if you're going to fight, you need to fight on your terms, not theirs. And you fight on your timetable, not their timetable. And you fight your way, not their way. And I really don't see how these people left these comments on my channel that they could take on a force like that. And one guy said him and his wife, they train a couple times a week. And I hate to break this to you, but and don't take this the wrong way, the rest of you. If you're going out shooting and you're maintaining shooting skills because they're perishable, I think that's great. That's a great idea. And if you're shooting paper targets, I think that's good too. But you can't shoot paper targets and then say you can take on a team like this right here. I just don't see how it's possible. Now, if you have some type of training that allows you to take on a larger force like that by yourself, and you can really do it, and then you tell me you can shoot paper targets, well then I find that believable. But it doesn't work the other way around. From my standpoint, I don't know how many guys I got drawn there, but let's say you got 20 or 30 guys. I would think the thing to do in this instance would be to get a larger force. You know, if there's 20 or 30 of them, you want to get 200 or 300 of your guys. And that would make a more effective winning scenario rather than, you know, just you and a buddy. So anyway, like I said, this video is dedicated to the BillyBadAsses out there, and I have an open challenge. Send me a video how you would take on that an overwhelming force much larger than yourself, ambush style, and send me a video. I'd love to see it. And guys, if you're worried about gun confiscation, I want to say one thing. I want to say a couple things. One is, winners never quit and quitters never win. Never ever give up. Homestead Prepper out.